From one neighbor to another, WCTE PBS is here for you. Coming up next is Live at 5 on WCTE PBS and its streaming platforms to provide updates on communities throughout Central Tennessee.
Good evening and welcome to WCTE PBS Live at 5. My name is Susan Luna-Hazlewood and we have a great show for you this evening. Our first guest is Amy New, the president and CEO of the Cookeville-Putnam County Chamber of Commerce. And while there are many things we could discuss about the chamber, about the community, tonight we are going to first focus on the Cookeville Christmas Parade. Amy, let's start with the basics. When, where, and what time will this year's parade be?
So the parade this year is on Saturday night. This Saturday night at 6 p.m. And we actually have logistics. It'll be around the downtown. And it actually will start on Washington and 6 and go all the way up to the courthouse. And they'll take a right on Broad Street, and it will end at the depot.
All right, that is fantastic. Now, I know there are some weather concerns. People may be worried about the rain. It is still scheduled for Saturday, but is there an alternate date?
Yes, so if the rain happens, it will be rescheduled, and our rain date is going to be Monday night at 7 p.m. So we're going to all do a little dance and pretend or pray that it doesn't rain.
Yes, everybody do that and make sure it doesn't rain. If people are trying to keep track of whether it has been rescheduled or not, where can they go?
So they can actually go to the Cookeville Chamber of Commerce Facebook page or onto our Twitter and Instagram. And then Mayor Porter, as well as Mayor Ricky Shelton, will be posting updates from their social media pages as well.
All right. So everybody get clued into all those social media pages. So I know that parades, well, I don't know. I've never been involved in the planning process. I'm assuming that parades take a lot of planning, a lot of coordination. So can you tell us a little bit about that process?
Yes. So actually in Cookeville, Putnam County, we start planning the parade in August of the year. There are a lot of people who are involved in this. Everyone from our sheriff and police, our Putnam County Sheriff's Department, to the Cookeville City Police, as well as many volunteers who have been part of the parade planning for since actually right out of college, which Darren Wilson is one of those. We call him Mr. Christmas. We actually did a blog post about him last week. And then Tracy Hughes, as well as Mayor Porter and Mayor Ricky Shelton are on the planning committee, as well as the Chamber of Commerce, who has been the host group.
Wonderful. See, everyone, it takes a lot to put on a parade. So when you all just show up and enjoy all the magnificent floats and the cars and everything, just know there are a lot of people that put in a lot of work to make this happen. So Amy, what can people expect from this year's parade?
Yes, so this year's parade, so we have themes every year, and this year is Christmas in Cookeville, and we're actually going to be honoring our hometown heroes this year. And we're thankful we would not be able to do this if it wasn't for the sponsors as well, so I definitely want to put in a plug for them. Ford Lincoln of Cookeville is our title sponsor, as well as Stonecom, and then sponsoring our Grand Marshals is Zimmer Broadcast. And when I talk about our Grand Marshals, we actually have 11 Grand Marshals this year rather than just one Grand Marshal. And that was all because of 2020. We didn't have a parade with everything going on. And then even into 2021, we know we faced a lot here in this region, and we want to honor those. So we have 11 Grand Marshals.
Do you happen to want to share the names? I'm putting you on the spot. If you don't have them in front of you.
I would love to share their names. And actually, yes, I have them right in front of me. So David Baker is going to be representing. And what's really cool about this is Santa always trails in the back for the parade. And then we have all the Grand Marshals in the front. And they will be escorted or in the car that they represent for whether it's 911, EMS, ambulance. So David Baker is the Cookeville Police Department's representative. Rick Naylor is the Cookeville Fire Department. Dr. Jack Carey is the Cookeville Regional Medical Center doctor. And then Ms. Tanya Ward is the CRMC ICU Nursing Director. And then Brandon Smith with Putnam County EMA Rescue. Mike Keith with Putnam County Fire. Philip Harris with Putnam County 911. Susan Allen with Putnam County 911, Justin Remillard with Putnam County EMS, and Melissa Vinson with Putnam County Health Department. And each of these departments got to pick who they wanted to represent them. So that makes it even more neat. It's kind of honoring those who worked really hard this year.
That is wonderful. Thank you for sharing those names. We are incredibly grateful to all of the first responders, and we're excited that they are being honored this way as the Grand Marshal of the Christmas Parade this year. I do want to let everyone know that the Cookeville Christmas Parade will be broadcast live here on WCTE PBS, on YouTube TV, on the WCTE PBS app, and on our Facebook page. And I would also like to recognize the sponsors of our broadcast: Cumberland Automotive Group, Isha, Upper Cumberland Credit Union, LSN, Lenny and Eva, Gunnell's Florist, and Putnam County. Thank you all so much for your sponsorship. We wouldn't be able to do local programming like this without you. Our broadcast also has two really great hosts this year. One of them happens to be Amy New, along with Cindy Putman. So Amy, how do you feel about being a host this year?
I am so excited about being a host. All of my team keeps talking that we're going to be, is it Hoda and who's the lady that's on the morning show? But anyways, Cindy and I are going to have so much fun. I'm so excited. Actually, I remember growing up being able to come to the Cookeville Christmas Parade, and it kind of feels like full circle. I hope that we'll get to do this many years to come.
Yes, that is wonderful. We're looking forward to being able to see you and Cindy online, on air, everywhere I mentioned. Is it Jenna Bush Hager now? Is that who replaced Kathy Lee?
I think it is. Yeah, Jenna and Hoda, maybe. I think that's what they're
Yes, that's right. Look at us knowing things.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, so you've kind of already mentioned some of the places that people can go find out whether it's been canceled or not. Are those the same places where people can find more information? If they'd like to see the names of the first responders, are those names anywhere?
Yes. So actually, we just released today an outline of each of those, and our communications director, Allison Boshears, has been leading that and doing interviews with them, which is really neat. I mean, everything from like, did they go to the Cookeville Christmas Parade growing up, or what makes their job interesting, or what did they learn over the past 2 years in their current role? And so she interviewed each of those and posted pictures of them and some quotes from them, and found other ways to honor them. So you can find that on the Cookeville Christmas Parade Facebook page, as well as the Cookeville Chamber Facebook page.
That is really great. I'm looking forward to going and reading those myself so I can learn more about these people who are essential to our community. And I'm so glad they're being recognized for it. So if you are interested in coming to the parade, it is this Saturday. If it happens to rain, which that decision should be made soon. If it happens to rain, please stay tuned to all of the different social media channels to see if it has been rescheduled. It will be rescheduled for Monday, which I think it used to be on Monday when I was young.
That you were growing up, it was on weeknights. Yep.
Yes, because it was always I feel like hectic for parents. Being a parent now, I'm not sure I would want to go to a late night, but please bring all of your children out. Hopefully it will be on Saturday with no rain. And we expect it to be a fantastic event, and it will be broadcast live on WCTE PBS if you are unable to be there in person. So Amy, is there anything else you would like to share specifically about the parade? I think we've had a lot of information, but I wanted to give you one more chance for the parade specifically.
Yeah, so there's nothing like last minute applicants to be in the parade, and people actually can sign up tomorrow on Friday to be in the parade. You can come to the chamber and fill out an application, or call us at 526-2211, because let me just tell you, it's free to be in the parade, but what's really cool, the prizes are unreal to be in this parade. I've told my team, I'm like, we need a bunch of, we need some floats in it, but it's everywhere from $300 for each of the categories. So it's banks, churches, marching bands, schools, horses and animals, large businesses, small businesses, storefronts on the route, as well as vintage autos. So if you fit in any of those categories, you actually can enter to win prize money. And that will be awarded next Wednesday. And the judges are actually Jeff Root with Ford Lincoln of Cookeville, Miss Buckner, Haley Buckner, or Bethany Buckner, I'm sorry, not Haley Buckner, Bethany Buckner, and we have two others that they're working on right now. So it'll be great.
All right. Well, prizes are always a good incentive to do anything, especially to enter something as fun as the parade. We will have a car in the parade, so keep your eyes out for the WCTE PBS Sesame Street Communities and School car that will be decorated for Christmas. Keep an eye out for that. And I know there's going to be so many other great floats and great cars. I'm really excited to see the parade. Since we've covered a lot about the parade, I do want to quickly ask Amy if there are some things she'd like to share about what's going on with the chamber, what's going to be happening in the new year.
Yeah, so there's a lot happening at the chamber, but one thing I would love to take a time to highlight is that our visitor shop and welcome center is now open. We opened it on Small Business Saturday after Thanksgiving, and it was a huge hit on that first day. The community really showed up, not to mention we had people from Nashville and Knoxville passing through who stopped in. But you can get all kinds of stocking stuffers, Christmas gifts that are specific to Cookeville, Baxter, Allgood, and Monterey. It's just really neat. Things that you can, keep, whether it's an ornament or a t-shirt, hydro flask. There's so many things, jewelry, pretty much any type of person in your life, you could find a gift there for Christmas. So definitely want to put a plug in. It's at 113 West Broad in the downtown and between Lux and Cream City.
All right, what a fantastic addition to our West Side community in here in Cookeville. As a native Cookevillian, I'm really excited to be able to go get some new Cookeville swag, some t-shirts and some mugs, because I love that sort of thing. And I bet a lot of you who are from Cookeville or now call Cookeville home would love to have some of that as well. Also, people who went to school here but don't live here anymore, I was just thinking I'm going to have to get some gifts for my friends who came to Tech but don't live here anymore. So that's really exciting. Please go check out the new visitor center store. And I know that you have some great staff that's going to be working there that are new to the chamber. So we look forward to meeting everyone and looking at all the great Cookeville stuff. Well, Amy, I think unless you have something else you'd like to share about the chamber, about the store or the parade, just in this last minute.
We always just encourage people to get onto our social networks, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, to stay up to date on. We share partner information. We share things about WCTE, the Upper Cumberland Development District, UCHRA, all of our partners. So I always encourage people to follow our social media pages to stay up to date about what's going on, and our events page on visitcookeville.com as well.
All right, fantastic. Amy, thank you for being here, and we want to welcome you as a new board member of WCTE PBS. Thank you for your service, and I look forward to seeing you again on Saturday for the parade.
Awesome.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, it was wonderful to chat with you. Always good to see you.
It's good to see you.
All right, we will be right back with our next guest, Patti Purdy of the Upper Cumberland Tourism Association.
In celebration of the holiday season, join us for the Cookeville-Putnam County Christmas Parade this year as we honor our incredible hometown heroes, the selfless men and women that devote their lives to helping others. Tune in or stream to see the sights and sounds of visually stunning floats as a festive and inspiring way to celebrate and cheer on your favorite marching bands, dancers, and organizations as they trumpet and whirl past the Putnam County Courthouse Square.
Hello, welcome back to WCTE PBS Live at 5. Our next guest is Patti Purdy, Executive Director of Upper Cumberland Tourism Association. Welcome, Patti. Hi, Patti. How are you?
Hi. I'm trying with this new setup here.
Yes, thank you. Sometimes you never know what's going to happen when you try to do things virtually over Skype. So thank you for joining us. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your background and your role with Upper Cumberland Tourism Association?
I totally will. So my background, back in the day, I worked in the seminar industry, which was a great starting ground for me when it comes to marketing. I helped in the operation area with, training speakers, road crew, and then putting on large productions throughout the U.S. and Canada. So with moving to Tennessee many, many years ago to raise my children, I had a really good footing on building businesses and promoting them on a large scale. Going back a little bit, 2011, I met this wonderful woman by the name of Ruth Dial, who was the director of Upper Cumberland Tourism. Over the years, I had worked with her with a lot of different projects in the region. And so when I did hear about her retirement this year, I thought it was time to throw in my resume and see if I had a chance of, filling her shoes. And I'm honored with that.
Thank you. Yes, Ruth was a wonderful executive director, and we are so glad for everything that she did for that organization. But we're excited to have you there and representing this organization in the community. So, what exactly is Upper Cumberland Tourism Association, and what do you all do?
So Upper Cumberland Tourism Association is a nonprofit, and we've been a nonprofit for over 35 years. We are mainly focused on, just enhancing and promoting tourism businesses throughout our region and then some. One of our biggest, claim to fame is we create a annual publication. It's called Stay and Play, which we, hand out throughout the state and at all the road shows and travel shows that we do throughout the year. And we also have those, at the different welcome centers throughout the state of Tennessee. And so we have a lot of pride in that because that magazine really highlights some great things we offer here in the Upper Cumberland. And it also puts a lot of highlights on our members. So we are a membership organization, which is great because chambers in your local, counties focus on all businesses, but we focus just primarily on tourism companies. So.
Yes, that is wonderful. I was actually on your website earlier today looking at all the fantastic things. And I grew up in Cookeville, but there are so many things that you all have on your website to do and to see that I'm really excited to take my family there and see them. So I think what you all do is great for the community. And as you mentioned there, you all do have a magazine and that it's at the travel centers and areas like that. If someone wanted a copy of your magazine or they wanted to know how to be included in the magazine, where can they get that information?
So there's a couple different ways you can do that. One is going to uppercumberland.org, which is our website, and we have a link there. Also, you can go to our Facebook page, which is Upper Cumberland TN Vacation. Facebook, you can message us. We'll be more than welcome to help you there. So there's many different ways. And, we are so blessed to have one of the best visitor centers right there in Smith County at Buffalo Valley. And that's a great place to visit. I always recommend taking a treat for the sweet staff there because they work so hard to promote us. But that's another easy way if you live in the region to go by and grab a copy.
Thank you. Yes, and you also, I believe, have an email newsletter that goes out once a month so people can go to your website to subscribe to that email. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes. And basically what our monthly email is about is anything that's new in our region, and also about the events, because we have so many events that are going on throughout the year, and to cover it just in one way it doesn't work. So we have learned that we have to break it down monthly so we can keep it fresh on people's mind what's coming up in our region.
All right, thank you. And one more time, the website is uppercumberland.org. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Please. Okay, yeah. Wonderful. I didn't want to say the wrong website. And I encourage you to check it out. There are so many different things: bed and breakfasts, and horse stables, and golf clubs. There's a wine trail if that's something you're interested in. So, Patti, what would you say your favorite thing is?
I'm going to tell you right now, my biggest focus is all the really quaint little downtowns at Christmas. Smithville's downtown is awesome. Livingston's downtown is awesome. McMinnville's downtown is awesome. Of course, Cookeville. But the small downtowns right now at Christmas are decorated so beautifully, and support those businesses because they are there year round. Oh, Granville is another great small town to go to during Christmas.
All right. Well, that is all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining us, Patti. Please check out Upper Cumberland Tourism Association. And up next, we will chat with Brandy Lynn of the Silver Fern.
Good evening. I'm Lindsay Pride, editor of the Herald Citizen, with your story of the week. An all-good man convicted of the 1999 murder of an 87-year-old Cookeville woman continues to maintain that he is innocent and is continuing to seek further analysis of the evidence in his case. Philip Mullins, now 61, was sentenced to life without parole for the murder of Vernell Dixon, who was found dead in her West End Avenue home the morning of August 18, 1999. Mullins, then 39, did have a criminal history at the time he was arrested for Dixon's death, but since his arrest and through his trial and conviction, he has continued to maintain that he is innocent. 13th Judicial District Criminal Court Judge Gary McKenzie, who is a prosecutor in Mullins' case, said that it's up to the defense to show whether or not a piece of evidence exists that could have altered the decision to prosecute Mullins. Families of both the victim and Mullins were in court this week and are closely following the re-examination of the 22-year-old case. Mullins' niece, Jasmine Woodson, has long advocated for her uncle's innocence, and she said that she has faith in Judge McKenzie and in public defender Craig Fickling, stating, "I feel they will uphold the law to the best of their ability. Every day that passes is another day the real murderer is at large," Woodson said. Dixon's great-granddaughter, Veronica Bartley, said that while we respect the family of Mr. Mullins and their passion in maintaining his innocence, we likewise are passionate about proper justice for our family. We understand and respect that there are judicial processes that must take place, and it's going to be a long, drawn-out one. At the end of the day, it is our hope that true justice will prevail, whatever the outcome. Judge McKenzie set a final hearing in the case for March 2022. To read more about this story, visit herald-citizen.com and pick up a copy of our Wednesday print edition. Thank you and good night.
Welcome back to WCTE Live at 5. Our final guest this evening is Brandy Lynn. Brandy, along with her business partner, Bree Flora, are the owners of the Silver Fern in Cookeville. Hi, Brandy. Will you please share a little bit about your background and Bree's background?
Yeah. So I've been an acupuncturist for 10 years, and I've been practicing here in Cookeville for, I believe, like 6 now. And Bree is a jeweler, and she is originally from Massachusetts, went to Massachusetts Mass Art, School of Art. And yeah, it's like basically our background. My family is from the Red Bowling Springs, Salina area. So I've been in and out of Tennessee most of my life. So yeah.
All right, thank you. And it's wonderful to meet you, Brandy. I have met Bree before, but I haven't had the chance to meet you before, so I'm glad we got to do it over Live at 5. It's wonderful to hear about your experiences. I was familiar with Bree's jewelry, but to hear about the wellness that you all are doing is really incredible. So tell us about the Silver Fern and what all it is you all do there.
Sure. So our mission statement is to basically provide a space in the community that encourages personal healing and creativity by providing ethical services and products that create a sense of well-being. So everything in our shop is handmade by people who, we know personally, we either Bree went to school with, or maybe has met along the way doing craft shows. And then as far as the wellness side of things go, anything that's in here, a lot of tinctures and balms and things. If I don't make it myself, then maybe friends along the way, other acupuncturists or wellness people have made. And all of our tea and herbs that are here in the shop are all organic and ethically sourced. So just a big part of what we want to do is make sure that all the things here are coming from good places and you feel good about putting them in or on your body.
Thank you. And in addition to all of the things that you have available for purchase and the services there, you all also do some events and workshops and have exhibits. Is that correct?
Yeah, so next Saturday, the 18th, we have 2 workshops coming up. You can sign up for them through our website. The first one is herbal bath therapy.
I think we may have lost Brandy. So while we are trying to get her back, if you have not been to the Silver Fern, it is located at 145 East Spring Street in Cookeville. And they do have a Facebook page and an Instagram account. I certainly recommend checking out those accounts. It showcases the different art that they have exhibited there. Brandy also has a huge list of teas, which I was not aware of. And so you can go look on their website at all of the different teas that have different wellness properties and do different things. I'm still learning about that sort of thing, so I'm going to have to get Brandy to help me. But it was incredibly interesting to just see those teas. I don't know. Okay, I think we may have Brandy back, which is good because I can only talk about things I don't know about for so long. Are you back, Brandy? Hi. I was just telling them about your teas and pretending I know what I'm talking about when I don't. So, because I was looking at them on the website. But if you'd like to continue with your workshops or your exhibits, that would be great.
Okay, so workshop, we have the bath therapy workshop, and then we have a workshop with Bree Flora that will be doing learn to make your own ear wire for earrings, and you will get to make a pair of like acrylic snowflake earrings to take home with you as well. And then here right now we have a gallery that has rotating shows, and currently it's Mike Flora who does soft pastel plein air paintings. And I believe that Bree sent some pictures of those. They're really gorgeous and full of color. And that will be here through mid-January.
All right. Well, that exhibit sounds wonderful. The Silver Fern is a great place in the downtown area in Cookeville. We're lucky to have new local businesses. You all have recently opened. So you opened during the pandemic. Is that correct?
We opened this year, July 31st or 30th. So it was the last day of July, I believe. Yeah, so we haven't been open that long, but the community's been super welcoming and we've had a really good response. And yeah.
And you all have already jumped right in to get involved in the community. What are some things that you are doing to be a part of this community and to stay involved?
Yeah, so.
Oh, no, it looks like we may have lost her again. I'm not sure we'll have time for her to come back. So they have been very involved. They really have jumped right in to be a part of this community in which they have opened this business. And so they're a great addition to the West Side and the downtown. So please check them out. And I'm sorry that we didn't get to speak with Brandy more, but hopefully we'll be able to do that again. And I think that is all that we have right now. And we'll see you in a few minutes.
Welcome to the Sports Wrap-Up. I'm Noah McKay with the Upper Cumberland Reporter. Let's take a look around the sports landscape. The high school basketball season is in full swing, and last week saw several big games. The York Dragons and Dragonettes each swept their matchups over Cumberland County and Stone Memorial. Clay County swept Macon County. The Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats went 2-0 with wins over Pickett County and Lighthouse Christian. The Upperman Lady Bees earned a big road win at Oakland, with the Bees dropping their matchup with the Patriots. The Cookeville Cavaliers went 1-1 with a tough loss at Station Camp and a bounce-back win at White County. Also last week, the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers met the White County Warriorettes in a matchup between two 5-0 squads. The Lady Cavs held a double-digit lead in the third quarter before the Warriorettes came back on their home floor. Elena Stiles scored with 5 seconds remaining to send the game into overtime, but in the extra frame, Cookeville's KK Graves stole the ball and scored a layup to secure a 62-56 win for the Lady Cavs. Looking ahead to this Friday night, Pickett County will travel to Gordonsville. Cookeville will travel to Stewart's Creek. DeKalb County will host Stone Memorial. Monterey will host Van Buren County. And White County will travel to Baxter to take on Upperman in each school's District 7 AAA opener. Those games will be streamed live on the Upper Cumberland Reporter Facebook page, with the girls' game set to tip off at 6 and the boys' game to follow. The Sports Wrap-Up will return after the holidays as we kick off 2022. Until then, I'm Noah McKay. Have a great day.
Thank you for watching WCTE PBS Live at 5. This show is available on our Facebook page and our website at WCTE.org, and an encore will air on WCTE PBS on Sunday at noon. Stay tuned tonight at 7 o'clock for the premiere of a new local production, Spirit of Holiday Traditions. This special on local holiday traditions features several homes from the Merry and Bright Cookeville Christmas Tour of Lights, as well as segments on holiday decor ideas and the history of Kwanzaa. There's also a new episode of It's Your Business with Michael Akins at 8:30 tonight. To help support local programming like Live at 5, please consider becoming a member of WCTE PBS by visiting wcte.org/support or calling 931-528-2222. I am Susan Luna-Hazlewood. Thank you for watching and thank you for your support. We'll see you next week.
From one neighbor to another, WCTE PBS is here for you. Join us back for the encore on Sunday at noon. A brand new show of Live at 5 will return at 5 p.m. next Thursday. Thank you for watching.